Hey, Taurus, there's a secret here. There's something you know about, something you're keeping to yourself. And I feel like this involves three people when there should only be two. So, yes, for some of you, this could involve an affair of some kind of romantic triangle of some sort. But here's the important part, you could be on either side of this. You could be the person who knows somebody else is involved in something that they shouldn't be involved in, kind of like a witness. Or you could actually be the third person yourself, and no judgment here, right? But whatever your position is, this secret is starting to weigh on you. And I feel like you're lying awake at night thinking, what am I supposed to do with this? Because if you're a witness to somebody else's secret, you may not want to get involved. But if you're actually part of the secret, then you're already emotionally involved, or you're starting to get there, and there may be feelings and attachments and expectations wrapped up in it. And Taurus, I need you to be careful about something. Don't believe that you're somehow exempt from the lies. If somebody is willing to lie to their partner with you, they are capable of lying to you too. So you may feel like, but they confide in me, they tell me everything, they say that they feel comfortable and they love me. But if they're currently deceiving somebody else, then you need to ask yourself what makes you think that you would be the exception. Because once the situation comes to light, the story is going to change very quickly. And that's another big message that's coming through. People are starting to notice. They're starting to get suspicious. They're starting to smell the smoke. And eventually, someone is going to start looking for that fire. So, whether you're involved or you're simply aware of what's happening around you, I would strongly consider creating some distance. You don't have to expose anybody, you don't have to become the messenger. You definitely don't have to insert yourself into somebody else's relationship, but just remove yourself. Because once this comes out, emotions are going to be high and people are going to start pointing fingers. And even if you technically did nothing wrong, you don't want to be standing in the middle of the explosion. If you're the third person, especially, I would really question whether the situation is even worth this emotional stress and the secrecy and the potentially um, the potential that it could damage your reputation. Because I don't think that this is going to stay hidden forever. And Taurus, the bigger message isn't about judgment at all. No, no, no. This is about protect yourself. Whatever whatever role you're playing, whatever situation or connection you are to this situation, you need to decide whether you want to keep carrying this secret or whether it's time to step away from it. And that's what we're going to go into in part two. We're going to dive much deeper into these five cards. And then I'm going to pull the rest of the cards and figure out what exactly is happening here, who these energies could represent, and where the situation is ultimately headed. I'm also seeing Pisces, Capricorn, and Virgo energy showing up. So we're going to talk about whether these are people in your life or whether these energies are describing what's happening in the sky with astrology right now. So if this reading is already resonating with you, definitely follow me to part two, because I think we're only seeing the beginning of this story. And you can find the extended reading at the top of my page. I love you, Taurus, and please be careful what secrets you choose to carry.